Hello and welcome to week number 9 of season 1, the 1960 season, here in Sack to the Future. This is the Denver Broncos season, of course. They are 6-1 at the moment and going to play the real life 1960 NFL champion, Philadelphia Eagles, who are 6-2. This should be a good matchup. A couple teams right now looking at the playoffs, but in both divisions there is a very good amount of competition. The Chargers and Chiefs, or the Dallas Texans as they're known, are both within just a game and a half of the Broncos, so if I slip up here, could drop to third place rather quickly. The Eagles, even though they're 6-2, they're currently behind the Giants, so they're already looking at the wild card. So neither team can afford to lose here. Hey, Vinny. Yep, I barely got it in tonight, so hopefully it'll be a good result. One of these teams has slightly better uniforms than the other, but that doesn't make or break the game. There's Norm Van Brocklin. It's the pep talk by the coaches. And we'll get ready for some action between 6-2 Denver and 6-1 Philadelphia. Oh, that's right. Notre Dame is in the NIT today. Take a look at Norm Van Brocklin's season so far. 66%, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. It's close to 2,000 yards. Of course, Van Brocklin was the NFL champion and MVP of 1960 in real life. He'll be back to pass on the first play here, and it's a completion for 11 yards and a first down. Third quarter. They have quarters in the NIT. Oh, man. And I've done this a couple times this year. I forgot to go to the 4-3 when I'm the Broncos. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us too much. Over at Brocklin, 2 for 2. Now, if you were following last week, Cotton Davidson carved up this Bronco secondary pretty well. So let's hope we don't have a repeat performance of that on defense. They did decent against the running game last week, and off to a good start on that first carry. There's a look at your Eagles offensive line. Timmy Brown, Theron Sapp, the running backs. I believe, oh man, I can't think of his name, but I believe the starting running back from the real life 1960 team is injured at the moment for the Eagles. Injuries starting to pile up for some teams here in Sack to the Future's 1960. Oh. That could have been an injury the way they bent him back like that. I guess he was in the air, so at least his leg wasn't pinned out behind him. This is the second to last game of Week 9 already. Later tonight, the Colts will be in action against the Houston Texans, and that'll be on, if you saw the comment there, it'll be on right after Notre Dame's NIT matchup, and that will be the last game of Week 9. So every team will have played at a minimum of 8 games, meaning every team's at least halfway through their season. This is the 8th game for the Broncos, however it's the 9th game for the Eagles. And there's a huge sack as Norm Van Brocklin just keeps going back and back and makes it a 12-yard sack. We will take that. All right, so when the Colts are playing, that will actually be their 9th game as well. So they will probably have a bye week coming up next week. Oh, I skipped the defenders. Sorry about that. Third and 21. Trying to stop Van Brocklin from doing some magic. Come on, idiot. Why would they draw on 3rd and 21? I fall for it like an idiot. Play action pass, wide open, touchdown. Oh. Or Van Brocklin on the money. You can't let him have wide open receivers. Who is that? 44. Okay. The Broncos... Again, if you've been following along at the 2 teams I control are the Broncos and the Bears, and the schedules couldn't have been any more different. It seems like every single week the Broncos are playing a team with a winning record. And half the time they end up going to overtime to see who can win. Whereas the Bears, almost every single week, seem to get a semi-pro team to play against. I'm not complaining because I like the close games, and the Broncos have managed to win all but one of theirs, but it's just an amazing difference that you can have 2 teams and the difference in schedule. Tripucka, 69%, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He was off to a better start. Had a couple games where I think he threw like 6 interceptions in those 2 games. And then last week he came back with a no interception game, and he needed it because Cotton Davidson, the Chiefs or Dallas Texans quarterback, was on fire. There's a handoff to the fullback roll. It's 4 yards. Here's your starters: Adamson, Dane Hauer, Harry Ball, the big name there. Gene Mingo, Al Carmichael are your running backs. Of course, the guy you didn't see there, Lionel Taylor, still recovering from his injury, which happened the last time they played an NFC East team, so I hope that we don't have a repeat of an important injury in this game. Hand off to Mingo. Fights for a gain of 6. It's a generous spot. On the season, he's up to 369 yards. Oh, I did not think I got the first down, but the refs want to give me a good spot. I'll take it. Mingo runs forward for a couple more yards. Oh, and you saw the press work in there by number 21. He just got in my guy's face And Carpenter could not get off the line. Once he finally did get off the line, I threw it to him, but then the coverage was spot on as he knocked it away. This is going to be a difficult game, I can tell. Of course, when you're playing the team that won the championship in the real life, they're certainly going to be rated better than you, so I would expect it to be a good one. But nope. Too many guys in the same area. McNamara gets his head taken off and can't hold on to the ball. It has been a struggle to move the ball ever since Lionel Taylor got hurt. Not gonna lie, when you're in your first expansion year, you cannot afford to lose your stars. And that had a feeling of a blocked punt, but luckily he got it away, so that we'll look back and that might be a very important punt. Just getting it away sometimes is the best thing you can do. Here's a look at Tommy McDonald, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns already in the year. 2 touchdowns is not big, but 500 yards has him on pace to hit the 1,000. All right, so as it has been so often this season, it's going to rely a lot on the Broncos defense. Oh, Norm Van Brocklin is 5 for 5, 94 yards. That is maybe the best quarterback in the league at this time, 1960. Of course, you have Johnny Unitas. Last week we saw Cotton Davidson hasn't thrown an interception yet this year. So he's got competition, but he looks really good so far. It's early, though. Maybe 3 interceptions from now, we won't be talking such nonsense. There's another completion, just enough for a first down. Van Brocklin's perfect. The Eagles are feeling it. Broncos need to come up with something. Come up with something amazing. And there, I hit him at the line, but Brown carries me 5 yards. No, why? Oh. Oh my goodness. Now you know why I don't play as the safety that often. I cover the wrong guy, not the deep threat. And he takes it to the house. Another throw right on the money. Norm Van Brocklin is not to be, I don't know what the word is. It's just ripping me up. Can't even think of words. That was a quick snap. They quick snapped me. All right. And it's Mangum that's hurt. Not be able to return. Bruce Sternum. So last week, first of all, we all know what happened in the Giants game. Lionel Taylor out for 7 weeks. Star receiver. Best player on my team. At least on offense. Then last week, while Cotton Davidson was ripping us apart, we also lost our linebacker. And now we lose the other outside linebacker. So by the time we get to the playoffs, if we're even still around to make it, we might have Just a bunch of semi-pro players ourselves. All right, the total yardage. Denver 12, the Eagles 153. There's Mingo trying to break out of the tackle. He cannot. Does have 13 yards on 3 carries. Did he drag the toe? I think he did. It is a first down. Tripucka finally completes a pass. Oh. Number 21 breaks through, knocks Mingo on his back. That was Carr. He also had that great coverage on the pass earlier. Cornerback that can hit. This is not a pretty sight so far. This is the first game. I realize I've played some other teams, but this is the first game where I could definitely tell that I'm playing a better team than I am. Just there. Guys seem to hit a little harder. The quarterback is reading everything perfectly and very accurate with the ball. And this is going to be a fight if Denver's going to get back into this thing, let alone win it. All Eagles in the first quarter. You see the Giants take a 2-0 lead. Check out that entire game on the John M channel. See why he decided to start off the game with a safety. There's a completion, first down. Tripucka, 2 for 4, 23 yards. Now the Broncos in 1960 real life won only 4 games in a 14-game schedule. So the fact that they already have 6 is definitely impressive, but they don't want to stay at 6. So they're going to have to up their play when they start playing teams like the Eagles, which is blatantly obvious now. Carmichael in the backfield at this point. Fake it to him. Puka's in all kinds of trouble, and down he goes. And there's another injury. Oh, it looks like it's on the Eagle. The man that sacked Tripucka. That'll teach you sacking Tripucka. You jerk. Was it Richardson? There he is. His neck seems to be fine. Alright. Maybe he just wanted to get out of the game for a minute. And there is a nice leaping catch by Mr. Carpenter for the first down. The Eagles had all kinds of coverage going on there. And luckily, Tripucka gave his man a chance and Carpenter came down with it. Nice tackle. Tried to put the move on him. He was having nothing of it. The Leopard audible is called. And Trapuka will give it to Mingo, who gets absolutely slammed. Thought I was going to get the first down. And then, as if to appear out of nowhere, clock me in the next week. Eagles defender. I'm not going to lie. I think the Eagles might be on performance-enhancing drugs. There's a shot down the field that comes up complete. 22-yard reception for the man, Jessup, tight end. Now we know the quarterback sneak doesn't work in this game, so let's give the fullback a shot. The Eagles come up with their big package on defense. And by big, I mean, 250-pound guys. And Roll pushes him over and does not get into the end zone. But he is inside the one. And Mingo does push him over and gets into the end zone. There's the replay. Mingo puts his head down, slams his way in. I honestly forgot we could challenge here in 1960, but that's okay. Mingo got it in anyways. And then, of course, Mingo puts on the #1 jersey and puts the point after in. Giants still holding on to that 2-0 lead. And then also on the John M channel, you can see the Houston Oilers in their 3-0 lead. So we're getting close to baseball season, and John M is going with the baseball scores apparently. There's a nice kick by Mingo, and he will not return that. Out comes Norm Van Brocklin, wondering when he's going to go ahead and throw an incompletion, or better yet, a interception. That better be holding. Look at that. Tablet came out of his sleeve. It is holding. That's what we wanted. Okay, 1st and 20. Put a little bit more pressure on Van Brocklin. Oh, man, there's a nice knock away by Romine. Now, I thought I had Van Brocklin sacked there, but the back picked up the blitz as he should. And there is a nice play. They are playing the run very well. And now 3rd and 23. That should back them up enough that maybe we can stop them. Norm Van Brocklin has seen pretty much all the defenses at this time in his career. We'll try to trick him anyways, or at least force him to go underneath. That's what he does. 8 of 9, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns. But he'll be punting on this drive. Broncos needed that stop. See, Detroit at 6-1 is going to take on the 5-2 Green Bay Packers. At least one man missed, but the other 22 are there to tackle him. And look at Vinny X. Wolf's Bills taking down the Titans. If you missed the news from earlier this week, Van Brocklin accepted a job for next year as the coach of the expansion Minnesota Vikings. This year, you may have seen the Vikings play the Bears and Cowboys so far, but they're just an expansion, or they're just a semi-pro team. Next year, they'll be a real team with real ratings, and Norm Van Brocklin will not be able to carve up my defense, as he'll only be able to coach. That was Mingo's best run of the game, by the way. Remember at one point it was like 153 yards to 12? It's getting closer. Mingo breaks one tackle. 8 carries, 32 yards, averaging 4 yards a carry. They're starting to loosen up a little bit here. At the beginning of the game, I definitely felt like the inferior team. Like I was a team with a bunch of 70 rated guys going up against a bunch of high 80 and 90 guys. But now it seems like it's getting a little bit closer. The Broncos are starting to get some confidence, and then that happens. So the star player, now that their real star player is injured, is now also injured. And Mingo is also my kicker. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he's okay. He'll have to sit out the plate at least. That's going to be interesting if I can't kick field goals. Injured Mingo. Replacement Carmichael, but how hurt? How bad is he hurt? Carmichael avoids the first guy, but the second guy takes him down. Waiting for an update on Mingo. And the corner comes up and puts Jessup down right away. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, if you do one of these things. Serious? All right. 3rd and 9. And he finds his man, McNamara, for the touchdown. 14-13. That's Tripucka's 10th passing touchdown of the season. I need to know if Mingo, 2 quarters. All right. So he will be able to come back perhaps before the end of the game. But for now, see if I can even do this. George Herring's going to have to come in, try to kick the extra point. So Mingo, the starting running back and place kicker, is dealing with injury. Herring comes in the punter. See how he can do it, kicking extra points. It is good. All right, so Herring doesn't necessarily want to kick any 50-yard field goals or anything, but he's okay for the extra point. Not sure I like that risk level, so Carmichael might be finishing this game off. Oh, no. Okay. Now Mingo's trying to... What is that? Can you not change it? Not sure you can change it on the kickoff. Now, if I have Herring... Oh, kickoff. There we go. My God, Mingo's only a 51 rated on the kickoff anyways. An update from the NIT. Notre Dame wins by 21 points. You see down below the battle of the semi-pro teams, Jacksonville killing Cincinnati. All right, so here we go. Pete Retzlaff comes out. He has 3 catches, 2 of them for touchdowns, over 100 yards already. But the Eagles have gone cold, believe it or not. The Broncos score 14 unanswered, and we now have a ball game, 14-14, late first half. Right around the end of the third quarter. The Colts game should be getting underway. So Norm Van Brocklin completes another pass. Okay, maybe Don King can get to him. This Norm Van Brocklin and his shotguns are really messing with the Broncos there. But there's a nice sack and a fumble caused. There we go. Oh, this guy is the slowest man in the history of the NFL, or AFL. But a big sack. That was Don King. He can get to the quarterback, but once he gets the ball in his hand, he turns into molasses. And if you remember the beginning of the year when the Broncos were ripping off the wins, it was all about turnovers. Last game, they once again started winning the turnover battle. This game against a clearly better team as far as physical strength and speed and all those type of rating things. But turnovers is the equalizer. All kinds of tight ends in the game today. I mean, right now. Oh, I faked it to 2 people. Rolling out. Getting hit. And down they go. Weber with a sack. There's a loud clap. All right. Come on, Trapuka. Let's see, we got Carpenter. We have McNamara. Oh, no, that was retarded. Luckily, he chopped the interception. And now we're going to see how good Herring is as a field goal kicker. Oh, man, it doesn't look like he's great. Kick is up, and it is long enough. There we go. Herring comes in, no problems. Takes the lead 17-14 off the turnover. The Broncos gave up 14 points to start this game. But they have settled down. They're causing turnovers. And now they lead the game by 3. Out comes Von Brocklin again. Did I say Von Brocklin? Not sure where that accent came from, but it's band rocking. Okay. The way number 83 fell, I thought he was trying to say that he too was injured. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I saw that. Case Keenum to the Denver Broncos. Very strange that the Minnesota Vikings had 3 quarterbacks last year. Didn't know what to do, so their choice was to let them all go. I believe Bridgewater's going to the Jets. Keenum is already with the Broncos now. And Bradford went... Where the heck did Bradford go? He went somewhere today too. But yeah, very interesting developments. The Taylor Gabriel signing to the Bears as well as Allen Robinson. I'm pretty excited about that. Bears trying to get some weapons. Bradford to the Cardinals, that's right. There's a timeout by the Eagles, 20 seconds to go. And they're on 37. Back Brown up here. Make sure nothing crazy happens. Oh no, they're going to hand it off. Alright. They call timeout so that they can run the ball. And now they're hurrying up. So the coach is very different for this Eagles team. And there's a sack, a coverage sack. Hudson comes in. And there's the basketball shot. That's right. He's a dual sport threat. That's right, Vinny. Thanks for getting me back on track. So, I was talking about the Vikings giving up, letting all 3 of their quarterbacks go so that they can go out and sign Kirk Cousins. So they land the big free agent quarterback. I'm not sure Kirk Cousins is going to do any better than Case Keenum did. I think Kirk Cousins has a higher ceiling than Case Keenum, but Keenum was pretty good last year. I don't know that Kirk Cousins is that much better. Definitely more expensive, though. Yeah, thank God. Mike Lennon is the worst quarterback the league's ever seen, so good job, Cardinals. They could definitely keep that guy. I don't want to say things too mean. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but horrible, horrible quarterback. Oh, that was, oh, it works. Nice catch made on the other end. I thought Tripucka throwing on the run, I didn't set my feet, but he put the ball in a good spot. Tripucka surprises me sometimes. Sometimes he throws a little inaccurate, other times he pulls off these great throws like that one. Well, Carmichael 7 yards on 5 carries. Remember, as soon as this game's over here, get over to the Twisted Phoenix channel. Check out the Baltimore Colts in action. And these are the last 2 games in Week 9 of Sack to the Future. Hopefully you've been following along. If not, you can always go to the Vinny X Wolf channel under playlists. Click on Sack to the Future and watch this entire 1960 season play out before your eyes. And there's a completion. McNamara was fighting two guys, but the third one came in and chopped him down. Chapuka's having a very good game himself, trying to match the magical Norm Van Brocklin. And there's Bell getting a carry. 1 carry, 1 yard. How about that? The forgotten back. And there is Carmichael getting close, but not quite in. Brings up a 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to bring out the big boys. Under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Broncos trying to add to their lead. And roll is not in. Bounced around right around the goal line. They're going to say he never got in. Let's see, bounces around. Bounces. Oh. Can't really see where the football's at. Is it worth it? Yeah, let's just see if it's. Broncos are going to go ahead and challenge this. See if we can see where the ball gets to. Well, I don't know from that angle. Maybe they did keep him out. Can't tell exactly where he is. We need a right down the sideline angle. Looks like on his second effort, he got very close to the line. But he might have been carrying it in the wrong arm. Yeah. All right. They are going to uphold the ruling. So that's unfortunate. This is a big play here. 4th and goal from the 1. See what we got. And there is the touchdown for Carmichael. They open up the hole, and the gamble pays off. Broncos have now scored 23 consecutive points. Oof. Extra point does get through. 9-play, 79-yard drive. And your Denver Broncos now lead the Philadelphia Eagles 24-14. The Eagles were on the field almost the entire first quarter. They put 14 points on the board. And that guy was going to be in the end zone if I did not rip him down by his face mask. It is a 15-yard penalty, but it saved 6 points. So yeah, Dick Doyle, good job. Do it again. Do it again. I'm not saying they should cheat to stop touchdowns, but you know, if you can stop a touchdown by cheating, do it. Oh, there's Norm Van Brocklin looking normal. No such the magic man anymore on that throw. Of course, I shouldn't talk trash because he was ripping me apart for a quarter and a half. And he's back on the money with that throw. Norm Van Brocklin goes over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs. But he did fumble. And that is maybe the difference in this game right now. I could get caught on the blitz here. Oof, luckily pushed out of bounds. It was a blitz. They did catch him. Bernardi just popped him on, not hard enough to get him out of bounds. 3:15 to go in the third. Broncos by 10. Eagles driving. It's a quick pass to the back. Brown. Eagles back over 200 yards of offense. High snap. When Brockman brings it down, hands it off. Brown fights his way close to the first down. Get up. 3rd and 1. Big play here. Got to stop them. Whoa. Norm Van Brocklin on a called run loses a yard. And I called the wrong field goal defense. That's all right. Kick is up, and it is good. The Eagles get within a touchdown. Broncos 24, Eagles 17. And look at the Houston Oilers, 23-0. And did you see the record? Did you see the record? They're undefeated. And they're winning by 23 points. Of course, the Oilers won the AFL in 1960 real life. The Eagles won the NFL in real life. So you're watching the Eagles play and you see the Oiler scores down below. Just roll with his 4th carry. More carries this game, I think, than any other games. On account of all the injuries that are racking up on the Broncos. And there's a completion to Jessup for a first down. Priority alert, the Rams get on the board and the 2-point conversion is successful. So suddenly that's a game again. 16-8. Oh my God. Number 66 tried to kill roll. Lifted him off the ground with that hit. One minute to go in the third. Broncos by 7. And there's a completion. First down up near midfield. Tripucka 11 of 15, 194 yards, a touchdown. Carpenter with another catch. Oh, look, Baltimore finally gets on the board, 23-6 now. There you see the Twisted Phoenix Colts versus the Houston Texans. About to get underway. No score update in that game yet, but it is about to start on the Twisted Phoenix channel. May have actually already started, but we can certainly go check that out after this 4th quarter unfolds here. Nice attack by the linebacker. Looked like it might have a hole, but he closed it down rather quickly. So 3 quarters in the book. The Eagles scored the first 14. Broncos then scored the next 24 in a row. The Eagles have added a field goal since then. That's where we're at. And it's a completion to Jessup, but there was really no way he was going to get the first down with two guys closing in on him like that. All right, so we'll punt the ball back to Mr. Van Brocklin and see what he can do with it. That's right at the pylon. Come on, give it to me. Yes. Out of bounds at the 1. Beautiful punt. Beautiful. Remember earlier, he avoided getting it blocked, and it looked like it might get blocked. He just got the punt off. And now that one, get it down to the 1. The punter has been hugely important. He's also taken over as the kicker with the injury to Mingo. So don't underestimate the importance of your punter. And there is a safety as Brown fails to get it back over the line. 2 more points for the Broncos. The one thing about pro level, some of the games are challenging for sure, but it is way too easy to get safeties. It seems almost any time you get a good punt, you're going to get a safety. Just added a little incentive to make sure the human teams can rack up a few wins. And look who's back. Mingo comes back, carries the ball, gets a couple yards. 6 minutes to go in the game. The Eagles have only the 15 yards rushing. Mingo breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle, breaks a 3rd tackle, a 4th tackle. Nice run by Mingo. Thank goodness. Broncos up to 375 total yards. Mingo was a monster on that play. There's McNamara tripped up. Trapuka's up to 221 yards. Under 5 minutes to go now. Trapuka comes out, tries to quiet down the Eagles crowd. Number 85 fighting hard, and I'm telling you, as this game has gone on, the Broncos have gotten more and more confident, and now their players are running over the Eagles players, whereas the first quarter definitely felt the other way. There's a handoff to Carmichael. He does get slammed down by number 2. To go in this one. 26-17. I'll give it to Carmichael again. He'll get ripped to the ground again. 12 carries, 16 yards. And it's 3rd and goal from the 6. And it's knocked away, incomplete. 4th down. And it is good. Mingo is back, but with the cramping going on in his leg. He did not want to take back the kicking duties, apparently. I mean, it's either that or I'm too lazy to go into the depth chart and change it back. Also, the kickoffs. This guy's actually better at kicking off, so Mingo may have lost his job as the kickoff specialist. A diving catch. Norm Van Brocklin gets diving catches to improve his stats. Empty backfield. What is this creation by this Eagles coach? A 5 wide receiver set? Oh, that is a beautiful touch pass. And Brocklin, luckily, the receiver, if he would just ran under it, could have been a touchdown, but he jumped, allowed me to tackle. And there, okay. Whew, that guy's been ripping me up, Bretzlaff. That was almost his 3rd touchdown catch, but he had to go to the ground to secure the catch. Otherwise, that would be touchdown number 3. 4 catches, 121 yards, already good enough. There's a completion on this side to Bobby Walston. He has 6 catches for 79 yards. 2:16 to go. What an idiot I am. I missed the tackle. Luckily, my teammates there to pick me up. That is the 2-minute warning. That's interesting. All right, so Broncos by 12, 2 minutes to go. Certainly not over, though, because they are knocking on the door. And if they can get the touchdown without using their timeouts, they have a very good chance of getting back this game. Van Brocklin wide open. Is that Walston again? Bobby Walston doing his best King Kong impersonation. All right, 29-23. 29-24. 1:57 to go. Both teams have timeouts. The Eagles have all 3. Broncos still have 2. Is this going to be an outside kick or will it be normal? They're going to kick it deep. Eagles, full confidence in their defense, kicking it deep. Nice return up to the 36-yard line, 35-yard line. Okay. You must get just 1 first down here, guys. 1. Mingo's back. There's a counter. Oh, tries to put on the move. That doesn't work at all. The Eagles do call a timeout, but that was a nice play to get 7 yards. I'll go with the counter again. 2 straight plays. No, we better just run to the right this time. Oof, number 51's not having it. Another timeout by the Eagles, and this is the play of the game coming up. Do you run it? Or do you put it in Tripucka's hands? This is the question. This is a question that everyone is asking. that off to the fullback. We could do the China special. They will fake it to the fullback and give it to Mingo, and that's going to be a first down. Mingo with a huge run. That's the last time out by the Eagles. And it really should do it unless my math is off. 29-24. It looks like the Broncos going to survive. Mingo runs over another man. He's up to 86 yards, so it ends up being a pretty good game for Mr. Mingo. Mingo slams his way down, another first down. That definitely does it. 16 carries, 98 yards. Broncos up to 350. He's at 98. Let's just see if we can get him to 100 yard on the last play of the game. Needs 2. He will get more than 2. There you go. Mingo finishes over 100 yards. Broncos win 29-24. Great win for the Broncos. They improved to 7-1. The Eagles dropped to 6-3. Still in contention for the wild card, though. Broncos stay ahead of the Chargers and Chiefs/Texans. Week 9 is almost to a close. There is one more game. It's actually going on now over at the Twisted Phoenix channel. Check that out. It is the Colts and Texans, and then come back here within the next few days. I know there's a bunch of college basketball going on, so maybe a little bit slower of a Week 10, but the Bears or Broncos may be on this channel as early as Thursday morning. Otherwise, it may be as late as Monday. So check us out Thursday. Check out the Vinny X Wolf channel, the John M channel, of course Brian M's channel, and Twisted Phoenix, where there is a game right now. I'll let you see a couple stats, and then I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.